The human stepped into the alien chamber, his heart thumping loudly against his chest. The walls were high and smooth, glowing with a pale blue light that made shadows dance strangely. He had been sent on what he thought was a simple rescue mission. Yet nothing about this place felt simple. Two alien sisters knelt in the center of the room, their eyes wide and fearful, yet strong with determination. The eldest sister's voice echoed clearly. Cold and commanding, pick one sister, human, if you fail. The other dies tonight. A chill ran down his spine. He froze, staring at the trembling sister and then at the defiant one. His mind raced for a solution, but the cruel rules seemed absolute. The chamber door slammed shut behind him with a deafening clang. Sealing his fate, sweat ran down his forehead, and his stomach twisted in fear. The younger sister's hands shook, hiding a small object under her sleeve, while the older sister stared at him, almost daring him to fail. You must decide, the eldest said. One lives. The other dies. The human's breath caught in his throat. His instinct screamed to save the trembling sister, yet some part of him could not ignore the courage in the older one's eyes. He swallowed hard, realizing the test was far more than it seemed. The sisters' lives were in his hands, yet their fates might be tied to more than chance. He noticed a faint hum from the walls, the alien technology around him reacting to his presence. Each second seemed to stretch forever as he looked for any clue, any hint of mercy. The trembling sister shifted slightly, her eyes begging him to choose quickly, but the defiant sister did not flinch. Her gaze locked onto his as if challenging him. The human's mind flicked through every memory of fairness, justice, and courage, trying to find the right path. The eldest sister's lips curved slightly in a knowing smile. Your choice will reveal your heart, human, she said. And the words echoed in his mind. His hands shook, and he felt trapped between impossible options. Every instinct screamed to act, yet he feared making the wrong move. The small object in the younger sister's sleeve glimmered faintly, catching his attention. Was it a key, a secret, a chance to save them both? He took a careful step forward, the floor cold beneath his boots. His eyes darted between the sisters, trying to read their silent messages. Suddenly, a strange vibration ran through the chamber, low and haunting like a warning. He did not understand the sound, yet it filled him with dread. The older sister's glare did not waver, and he felt the weight of her expectation. Time was slipping through his fingers. The human realized the countdown of life and death was real. His mind raced, trying to find a loophole, a chance to save them both. The younger sister whispered something soft and almost lost in the hum. Trust, she breathed, and he caught the word. His heart pounded. Realizing the test might not be about choosing at all, but understanding, he took another step, reaching cautiously toward the object in her sleeve. His fingers brushed it lightly, and a faint glow spread across the chamber walls. The eldest sister's eyes widened as if acknowledging his move. The air thickened, the hum growing louder. Reacting to the human's choice, he felt a mixture of fear and hope, wondering if he had just discovered the key to saving them both. Every muscle in his body tensed as he prepared for the consequences. The sisters held their breath, the younger one trembling slightly, the older one steady yet wary. He took a deep breath. Feeling time slow around him, the chamber seemed to wait. Expectant, ready to punish or reward, the human's mind cleared, focusing on understanding rather than fear. Perhaps the cruel test was not about choosing, but seeing, learning, and acting with insight. He gripped the small object fully, its energy humming through his hand, and as the first faint pulse of power spread through the chamber, he felt a spark of hope, small but undeniable. This was only the beginning, yet it was a start that might change everything, for the sisters, for himself, and for the future he had never imagined. The human's hand hovered over the small glowing device, his mind racing faster than ever. He could feel the energy pulsing softly, like a heartbeat of the chamber itself. The trembling sister's eyes pleaded with him, full of fear and silent hope, while the older sister's gaze never wavered, sharp and unyielding. He realized that the sisters' lives were connected in ways he did not yet understand. The device seemed to hum in response to his thoughts, reacting to every hesitation. The countdown continued, faint at first, then growing louder in his mind. 30, 20, 10. The sound seemed to echo off the walls, each beat tightening the pressure in his chest. He thought of leaving the device alone, choosing blindly as the chamber demanded. But instinct told him there was more, something hidden, a way to save both sisters without making the impossible choice. The trembling sister shifted, subtly showing him a symbol etched under her sleeve. A strange triangle, glowing faintly, almost invisible to the naked eye. He leaned closer, studying it carefully, realizing that it matched the device's symbols perfectly. The elder sister's eyes flickered briefly, almost a warning, but also a challenge. He understood then that the trial was not simply about choosing one life over another, but about understanding the connection between the sisters. The device began to respond to his observation, lights flowing along its edges, forming patterns that pulsed like a heartbeat. He reached out carefully, his fingers brushing against the cold metal, and instantly the room seemed to shift. The walls glowed brighter, shadows dancing like restless spirits across the chamber. The elder sister stepped forward, her voice calm but sharp. "You see the truth, human, but will you act wisely?" His mind raced, thinking of every possible outcome. Fear pressed down on him, yet he felt a spark of clarity. He realized that the trembling sister was hiding a key element, something the chamber expected him to discover. The triangle symbol, combined with the device, might unlock the solution, but he could not be certain. Sweat ran down his face, his heart pounding. He risked a glance at the elder sister, noting a subtle twitch of her hand. As if she were testing him, time seemed to slow, each heartbeat echoing like a drum of impending doom. He made a decision, guided not by fear but by understanding, empathy, and insight. Slowly he manipulated the device, following the pattern indicated by the triangle. The glowing lines responded, forming a sequence that he barely understood, yet somehow felt right. The hum in the chamber grew louder, almost like a warning and a promise at the same time. The younger sister's trembling hands reached out, guiding his movements subtly, a silent collaboration. The elder sister remained still, her eyes fixed on him, unblinking, assessing every action. A faint vibration ran through the floor, and the device pulsed in response. The human felt a surge of hope tempered by dread, for one misstep could mean instant death. The symbols on the device aligned, creating a soft golden light that spread across the chamber. Shadows danced, flickered, and then steadied, as if acknowledging his insight. The elder sister's eyes widened slightly, a flicker of surprise passing through her expression. The trembling sister let out a quiet sigh, relief mingled with fear. The human realized that this was not just about saving lives, but about understanding alien thought, alien values, and alien morality. The chamber's hum shifted again, softer now. As though the room itself was testing his next move, he focused, heart steadying, fingers guiding the device to its final position. A sudden pulse of energy rippled through the room, pushing him slightly back yet leaving him unharmed. Lights danced across the walls, showing shapes, patterns, and faint images of the sisters' history. He caught glimpses of moments that had led to this trial, sacrifices, courage, and hidden truths. The elder sister's expression softened minutely, almost imperceptibly, as if acknowledging his understanding. His hand pressed the final sequence, activating the device fully. A low hum became a resonance that filled the chamber. Warm yet powerful, he felt the connection between the sisters deepen, invisible threads linking them to each other and to him. The human exhaled, but tension remained, for he knew the test was not fully over. The chamber waited, expectant, the alien technology alive and aware. The sisters moved slightly closer, trust mingling with uncertainty, and he realized that empathy, not brute force, had been his true weapon. And as the first faint light of success spread, he felt a cautious spark of hope. The shadows of doubt were still there, lingering in the corners of his mind, yet he knew he had begun to uncover the truth, a truth that might save both sisters from the cruel fate imposed by the alien council. The device hummed in the human's hands, its glow steady and warm, almost alive. He looked at the two sisters, realizing that the trembling one was not as weak as she appeared. There was a spark of intelligence and courage hidden beneath her fear, while the elder sister radiated control, pride, and a quiet warning. The human's mind raced, trying to piece together the connection between them. Each of them seemed to hold a part of the truth, a secret that the chamber demanded he uncover. He glanced at the symbols on the device, tracing the patterns with his fingers. As he did, a strange feeling washed over him, as if the device were communicating silently. He didn't hear words, but thoughts, impressions, a language of understanding. The trembling sister leaned closer, whispering softly, "Together, only together." Her voice was faint but urgent, and he realized she meant the two sisters, Not just herself, his heart thumped in realization. The chamber's test was not about choosing one over the other. But understanding their bond, he looked at the elder sister, noticing a subtle signal in her eyes, a flicker of acknowledgement. The sisters were linked, not by simple blood, but by something far deeper, perhaps a shared consciousness, or a life force intertwined. The device pulsed in response to his growing understanding, lights running along its edges like veins of energy. He knew that one wrong move could still doom them both, yet insight, not fear, guided him now. Slowly, he adjusted the device, aligning the symbols to reflect the connection between the sisters. The glow spread brighter, illuminating hidden markings on the chamber walls, symbols and shapes forming a map of their shared essence. He could see faint images of the sisters' past trials, moments of pain and courage, sacrifices that had prepared them for this test. The human felt awe mixed with dread, realizing that the test was centuries old, designed to test not strength or skill, but empathy, understanding, and morality. A low vibration traveled through the floor, and the hum in the chamber grew, pulsing in rhythm with his heart. The trembling sister extended her hand, fingers brushing his lightly, guiding him toward the final alignment. The elder sister watched silently, yet her stance softened, a quiet trust forming. He pressed the device carefully, following the pattern their bond revealed. And then a surge of energy shot through the room, lights flaring brightly. Forcing him to step back, the air thickened, charged with alien power, yet he felt no harm, only a deep awareness. The chamber seemed alive now, sensing comprehension rather than obedience. The human saw visions flash briefly before him, moments of the sisters' lives, interwoven memories, laughter, pain, and silent communication. He understood then that the test was about perception, seeing beyond appearances, beyond fear and pride, toward the essence of the sisters' unity. The trembling sister whispered again, "You see it, human. You understand." He nodded, heart pounding, feeling the invisible threads linking them. The elder sister stepped forward, voice softer than before. "Your insight is rare. You may yet succeed." The device glowed brighter still, resonating with the sisters' combined energy, and the hum became a melodic rhythm, soothing yet powerful. He carefully adjusted the final symbols, the chamber reacting instantly, walls glowing and shadows retreating. The two sisters' faces lit with hope, trust shining in their eyes. The human felt a sense of awe, realizing that empathy, not choice, had been the key. The alien technology recognized understanding, not action alone. As he held the device steady, the golden light enveloped them, and he felt the chamber itself seem to breathe. Alive, aware, and approving, the human's chest rose and fell rapidly, a mix of relief and anticipation coursing through him. Yet he knew the journey was far from over. This revelation was just the first step toward saving the sisters and understanding the alien council's full purpose. He looked between them, understanding that together they formed a whole, a force stronger than any one individual. The trembling sister smiled faintly, the first real expression of trust since his arrival. The elder sister inclined her head slightly, a gesture of respect. Their bond, once hidden, was now revealed. The device pulsed one final time, confirming success, yet tension lingered. For the chamber's ultimate test was yet to come. The human exhaled, realizing that comprehension had replaced fear, empathy had replaced indecision, and hope had replaced despair. A small spark of confidence lit within him, a certainty that together they could face whatever trials awaited. The sisters stood close, silent but united, and the human knew that the hidden truth had not only saved lives, but also changed the rules of the cruel test. Shadows still lingered at the edges of the room, a reminder of danger yet to come. Yet he felt ready, heart steady, mind sharp, and courage unwavering. The human led the sisters through the glowing corridors of the alien palace, each step echoing softly on the smooth floor. He could still feel the pulse of the device in his hand, warm and steady, a silent reminder of the bond he had helped reveal. The trembling sister stayed close, her small hand brushing his sleeve occasionally, a gesture of trust that filled him with quiet hope. The elder sister walked slightly ahead, alert and watchful, her eyes scanning every shadow. He realized that even though the immediate threat had passed, danger still lingered. Alien guards might return, or the chamber itself could react unpredictably. The walls pulsed with light, symbols shifting subtly as if alive. Guiding them forward, they entered a wider hall, filled with statues of alien figures, frozen mid-action. Some held weapons, some gestures of peace. The human could sense a story etched in every shape. The elder sister whispered, "This hall tells of our ancestors, of trials we endured to protect what matters most." He nodded, absorbing every detail, realizing that understanding this history might be the key to surviving the Council's ultimate judgment. Suddenly, a loud rumble shook the floor, and a massive guardian emerged from the shadows, its armor glinting, eyes glowing like molten metal. The human froze, his mind searching for a plan. Weapons were useless against such a creature. The elder sister stepped forward slightly. "Unafraid, do not fight it, human," she said. "You must understand it." He stared, confused, yet he trusted her words. Slowly he stepped forward, holding the device calmly, letting the glow from it reflect into the guardian's eyes. The creature tilted its massive head, analyzing them, a low growl vibrating through the hall. The trembling sister took a step closer, whispering encouragement, "It will know your heart. Show it you mean no harm." The human extended a hand. Slow and deliberate, palms open, his heart raced. Yet he focused on empathy rather than fear. The guardian shifted its stance, and for a tense moment nothing happened. Then, a soft hum emitted from its armor, and the glow in its eyes softened. It stepped aside, massive limbs moving with surprising grace. The human exhaled, realizing that understanding had triumphed over force.